Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to get heavy dumbbells in place easily so that you can use them for different pressing exercises. Oftentimes, the ability to get dumbbells in place is actually what can limit a lot of people's strength potential with building muscle groups like your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, because as the dumbbells get heavier, it gets harder and harder to kind of kick them up into place to get them to shoulder height and press, or to get them back in front of your body so you can lay on a bench. So I'm going to teach you one really simple and easy technique that's going to allow you to get those dumbbells in place and continue adding weight so that you can continue to get stronger. Now, the one thing I will say before I show you this technique is that you should practice it with light dumbbells first so that you can get used to the skill and the movement pattern of actually kicking these dumbbells up and getting them in place. Just like anything else that you would do in the gym, doing this technique, it's a technique. So you're going to have to kind of rep it so that you can get used to it. And once you get used to it, then you can start to do it with heavier dumbbells and, get those dumbbells up into place so that you can continue lifting heavy. So don't go all out the first time you try this. Make sure you grab a light pair of dumbbells. Do this 5 or 10 times just to get used to the movement pattern. And then once you're used to that, you can slowly and incrementally add weight to those dumbbells until you get up to whatever weight that you're going to be lifting. And for the purpose of this tutorial video, I'm going to be using light dumbbells so I can show you this time and time again. So like I said, make sure that you're being safe and responsible when you start to practice this. Okay, we'll start with a chest press variation to talk about how to get heavy dumbbells in place when you want to lay back on a flat bench or an incline bench and press those heavy dumbbells. So just like you normally would, you're gonna wanna start with the dumbbells on your knees. And oftentimes to get those dumbbells on your knees, what I like to do is pick each one up one dumbbell at a time, so that you're making sure that you're focusing on safely picking the dumbbells up and getting them into place. So I will pick one dumbbell up, lift it up, get it on this knee, and then actually use this knee to support the dumbbell so that I can bend down, pick the other one up, get that on my other knee, and then sit down into place, okay? This is part of the technique that a lot of people don't discuss, but it's just as important because I'm sure you've experienced bending over and picking up heavy things is often a way that you can tweak your back. So while it's difficult to get heavy dumbbells in place on the bench, it can be just as dangerous to pick them up off the floor. So I would recommend doing one at a time, using your knee to support one dumbbell while you pick the other one up. And then from this position, what I want you to do is take a deep breath in and brace your core before doing anything. So you're gonna take one deep breath in. Think about bracing your core so that you are tight. That tightness is going to provide stability throughout your core. And then what I like to do is actually stand up just a little bit. And I'll cut to another clip of this from the side so you can see how my butt comes up off the pad just slightly, just a few inches. But what I will do is take the deep breath in. I'll rock forward to develop a little bit of momentum, and then I will come right back down onto the pad, and I'm going to use that backward momentum to actually help me get the dumbbells in place, okay? So deep breath in, rock forward, and then rock back, and I use my knees here to continue to push the dumbbells up so that they get in place to where I would start pressing, okay? Some people will rock and keep straight arms so that the dumbbells are all the way up here. And that's not necessarily something that I recommend. When you try to keep the dumbbells extended with straight arms, especially as the dumbbells get heavier, it just gets harder and harder to support those dumbbells because you're relying a lot on your wrist joint and your elbow joint while your body is moving and shimmying around to get on the pad. And it just increases the risk of injury. So I don't recommend doing it that way. I recommend having your elbows bent and use your knees to bring the dumbbells right to the starting pressing position. And I'll show you this again from the side. So I'm rocking backwards, using my knees on the dumbbells to press them all the way to right where that starting position would be to do a press, and then I press them up. Now from here, you have to figure out a way to get the dumbbells back down, right? So when you're done, you have two options. When the dumbbells are still light enough for you to control them when they're in this top position, what I would recommend you do is rotate the dumbbells so that you have a neutral grip, and then you can bring your knees back up to them and kind of let the dumbbells just fall into your knees, and you end up rocking back to that starting position. Now, your other option from this position is to just lower the dumbbells very slowly down to the bottom, and then let your elbow extend, and you can drop those dumbbells down to the floor. That second option is going to be almost necessary when the dumbbells get really heavy. So when I'm dumbbell pressing with 85, 90, even up to 100-pound dumbbells, I have to just lower them to the floor because the process of lowering them onto my knees actually catapults my body forward and shoots me off the bench, and I've actually tweaked my back a couple times doing it that way. So when you're getting heavy enough to lower them down to the floor, if you're working out at home, I'd recommend you put some type of matting down. I have that here in my gym. Most commercial gyms have a rubberish type of floor because they're expecting you to drop weight. So as long as you don't throw them down to the ground, you'll probably be okay. The gym staff shouldn't get mad at you. They should understand that you're just lowering those dumbbells down. Okay, and the very last technique I want to teach you is getting heavy dumbbells in place to do shoulder presses. So for a shoulder press, instead of rocking and falling back, what you're gonna do is do that same rock forward. So you're gonna take that deep breath, rock forward, and then when you come back to here, that's when you initiate a little bit of a kick. And you're gonna have to do it one dumbbell at a time, but I rock forward, kick the one dumbbell up, and then from here, while I rest this dumbbell on my shoulder, I use my knee to kick the other dumbbell up into place, and then these are in the starting position where you can start pressing. Now, when you're done with the shoulder press reps, what you'll have to do is rotate, bring your knee up, and drop the dumbbell back down on it so that you can get comfortably to this position and put the dumbbells down. I hope you found this tutorial video helpful. I get questions about this all the time from my one-on-one online fitness coaching clients and people on social media, so I wanted to answer this in one more detailed video. If you liked it, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.